You make it public.
Mic check one, mic check two. Is this mic on? Yeah, it's the one and only, your girl's favorite, DJ E Money. And you're listening to the Glow Game with Latrice, Mia, and Shanice. You know what that means?
We're back.
And we back.
Welcome.
What's up, ladies?
Hey, I missed you guys.
I know. Shanice been so low key in the group chat. I was so happy to be able to see you today.
Once you get some in-house, it's over. Cool.
That ain't got shit to do with it. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Take a day off. Damn.
Don't do me like that. Don't do it. Let me share this live. Y'all at me too early. All right.
Our Shanice time has definitely dwindled.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
in the group text, it's like a bitch can't get a reply. Goddamn, are you alive? Blink twice.
Work been kicking my ass. Y'all know work been kicking my ass.
Oh,
That's
it's work.
That's
it's work.
That's all.
It's not the dick. It's work.
It's not the home life. It ain't that.
I can't even get no dick. What are we talking about?
Oh. Don't do my bro like that. Don't even do him like
right. That. Is bro listening? Because that in-house, I heard it's hard. I heard it's hardest to get.
They do be rationing out that in-house though. It's like, you about to get some hair, girl. Remember he talked about it last week. You about to get some hair now.
I'm tired of you, bitch. Just come get this dick and be quiet.
Come twirl on it real quick and leave me the fuck alone. I'm about to play
y'all are out of line.
So what's going on? How's y'all week been, ladies?
My week has been good. I can't complain. I don't know why it's been so good either, but
well, we'll take it any way we can get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like keep it coming. Keep it coming.
That's what's up.
This quarter's strong, but yeah, it's been a good week. I can't complain.
Yes, it is the last quarter of 2022. So those last minute goals, those things that you've been trying to do, shit that you've been talking about, is time to make it happen.
Get on it. Get on it.
Time to tighten up, Trixie.
Cuffing season is in season. The holidays are approaching.
You should have done your recruiting. Have your top 2 or 3 right now. That's where you should be at right now.
I'm gonna get back in the game next year. Apparently, I didn't play it right.
Not your year.
2022 is not my year. 2023, I'm gonna have a whole roster for y'all, but.
All right, we're gonna hold you to that.
I was just about to say that. We holding you to that, sis. Can't wait for you. I'm excited. I love that for you. I am like exhausted. I look exhausted. I'm trying. Let me see. Put it this way. First of all, I'm sick of seeing myself in these damn braids. So this is the last week, y'all. But this new job been kicking my ass. I swear to God, I got here like mad late, and I was like, I'm gonna take a quick 15-minute. Yeah, I woke up about 2 minutes ago.
Like a nap?
Yeah, yes, girl. I tried to sneak in a quick little cat nap.
Well, if anybody wants to sponsor Shanice some braid units, get with her.
Yo,
we definitely need a bundle sponsor or a unit sponsor.
Yeah, for real. We have y'all shit lit.
Swear to God. So yeah, this is the last week. I don't know what I'm doing. I might come in next week looking like Harriet because they treat me like a slave, but these braids is gone after today. So
okay,
I'm excited about that.
Okay,
you still look beautiful. It's okay.
Oh wow.
They don't even look bad, honestly.
Yeah,
she don't even look tired at all. Last week I was on here looking a hot ass mess. I had to redeem myself because I looked at the playback like, oh damn, who was that? But
it happens. It happens. Life happens. You know.
I was crying.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy for the listeners and the viewers. Happy y'all come every single week. We love y'all for loving us.
Hey, y'all.
You know.
We
If
also
you
need
are
a chef
watching,
to sponsor us.
who?
A chef. I be needing some.
Oh,
food.
hell yeah.
Yeah, like, can we get a plate or two to promote
Mm.
on the show? We
Swear to
need-
God.
Right.
If
Shoot
you're
your shot.
watching
We need
now
some fatty wings.
If you're watching on Tree's page, share the live. Let's get it popping. It's gonna be a good show tonight.
All right, y'all. Straight into these hot topics. Wait, Treese, did you tell us how your week was?
Fabulous as usual. We can get into the hot topic.
I know that's the fuck right.
Yes.
So the BET Hip Hop Awards were last night. Were y'all tuned in?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Like, Fat Joe was hosting. Were you on the bandwagon of, oh, I can't support BET because they got Fat Joe hosting the show?
What's the problem with Fat Joe? I mean, he was horrible, but what was the problem? Why people didn't want to watch Fat Joe?
Because he's not black.
They thought somebody else. Oh,
wow. It was the BET Hip Hop Awards, and they were saying, first of all, hip hop started with black people, and it's BET, so it's supposed to be a black network, and they felt the way. But I feel like y'all gotta stop acting like the Spanish people is not black like us. Like,
right.
You know, some of them be blacker than us. They're definitely still black, and you can't act like he not a part of hip hop. Like, stop.
Yeah, I'm definitely all about Fat Joe being a part of the hip hop community. I don't see no problem with that at all.
I really feel like people really just need something to bitch about because that's so silly. I hate that. The only thing that I took away from this awards is our own Rochesterian getting a shout out with the Ice Spice, and now like some of the gossip pages is trying to say Ice Spice denied or what they said. Oh my God, like they ignored.
Yeah, they said that she dubbed him.
Yeah,
and it was Chaz, and it was Chaz from Rochester. So I'm here for that. Get on.
His video was trending on Twitter today. They was like, "Oh, I got secondhand embarrassment for him and everything." But
right, his whole life he's married and he's not checking for Ice Spice.
He's not interested at all in black women. Period. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna edit that out of the show. I'm gonna edit.
But his diss track is catching up some speed. So Ice Spice is definitely safe, but ain't she mixed? But she was safe. She's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was safe. He lost
her and Christian Rock with these weak ass sex video leaks this week.
Well, she's young. They're both young. I feel like we gotta give them a pass. Like, they're in their early. The girl Ice Spice is like 22. Krishan is like 22. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you gotta give them a pass. They don't really know no better. But yeah. So at the awards for the best hip hop platform, Carisha Please tied with the Drink Champs.
Appropriate pause. That was an appropriate pause because
people was like,
wow.
She has 5 episodes. Drink Champs has like 500. Like, what the fuck are we talking?
Did he pay for it? You can't.
I was about to say, was BET Award sponsored by Revolt? That's the only thing I could think of. I think it was.
Definitely has to be sponsored by him because what the fuck? Like,
and in all actuality, and can nobody come back and say people was hating on her show or none of that. All of those other nominees have put in the legwork with their shows and their content and all of that. And like you said, she has 5 shows. And you just not won an award. Did he pay for that? Nobody can convince me otherwise.
But I mean, I like that he paid for that. I'm saying, y'all heard him on the Breakfast Club. Like, he pretty much was on the Breakfast Club. Like, listen, if you fuck with me, it's up. I'm spending. It ain't no limits. I'm spending whatever. You gonna have a good day with me every motherfucking day. And I love that energy. So
I need that energy. Scorpio me, please.
I'm here for it. Give me a Diddy in my life, nigga. Support me that much that you're gonna pay for my podcast to get to the top.
I love that.
And every day is gonna be a good day with you because you ain't got no limits to what you spending. I'm here for it. I'm sorry. I'm not even.
Diddy, are you listening? We here for it, Diddy.
I need the other girl to get her weight up there. She not utilizing her resources, and it's pissing me off.
Who, Gina?
Yeah.
She's a clown.
You want to and that's the thing, you want to beef with the other chick. No, girl, get your coin, get your
Get
bag,
some money, get a show, get on the radio, get an interview, get something.
Right. So yeah, I love that Diddy energy, fellas. Come with some of that energy. You ain't gotta have 100% of it, because
I caught the end of the show. I was outside yesterday, but I'm definitely gonna watch the rest.
Oh,
wow! What's
outside,
or when they date outside with my baby daddy. Like, what kind of outside?
Y'all know I love baby dads. Hit me on a group chat on that offline. I think I'm not gonna be able to be backstage. I might be busy.
Okay.
I love that for you. But yeah, overall, I feel like the BET Awards, like the ciphers were like mediocre. Other than they did like a cipher for the influencers. And I thought that shit was fire. Like, some of them really had some fire bars. I know Don't Call Me White Girl came through with some fire bars.
I heard.
Nay came through with some fire bars, Regina Carter. And then there was Milano.
Dang.
That's me, baby mom, right?
Baby mom.
Yeah. Secondhand embarrassment.
He's embarrassed. He was like, I feel like BET tried to play. Like, why would they? Yo, but I would have definitely hit up my baby dad. Like, can you write me a hot 16?
Ghost write real quick. Ghost write.
Like, why would you get up there and not?
BD, hold me down.
She played herself, and it wasn't really a good look. But overall, I felt like the ciphers were fire. And so, y'all, next week we coming through. Each of us coming through hot 16. If anybody want to ghostwrite for me though, hit me up.
Well, Shanice, you better be. You've been in a studio with Bae. Like you gotta come through.
I hate you so much.
Them sessions about to come in handy next week.
Swear to God, as I rock back and forth with my hands on the top, I'm ready to. You ain't ready.
That's the first for y'all. Did y'all catch that shit? Your hand on the top of the
blicky. This ain't fair.
You got her hand on the top of the blicky. Hey.
What's up, cuz? In the comments, you got any industry connects? I need a ghostwriter, cuz. What's up?
This is gonna be so fucking hilarious. I can't wait.
I already know who about to ghostwrite for me, so I'm gonna get in your line later. Yeah, be ready. But yeah, so the BET Awards overall, I mean, I kind of feel like it was trash. I'm over the awards. The best performances were from the old heads, like when Pusha T, Jeezy, Nori, Wu-Tang. Oh my, I want to fuck this shit.
Yo, no, when they did the shit with the DJs going back and forth, that's Bae. Why is that nigga so fine?
Method, get on my line. I'm sorry.
You ain't even
around. I fell out when Mess Man turned around. I said yes. What?
I was like, damn, all tuned in, throwing up the Wu sign. Hey.
You would have been in the crowd like Carisha with the sign. Go.
Yes, I was like, go ahead, Takao. I don't know what Takao me, but I was saying it like
real. Method Man is fucking everything. Do you hear me?
I gotta see that part then, because if he aging like that,
yeah.
First time, Tracy, I have to fall back. You can get Nori. Let me have Method. Like, relax. Okay.
Who the fuck said I wanted Nori?
I designated that for you.
I'll take Chic Luch, bitch.
No. Okay, because Chic is fine. Daddy Chic can get it too. But yeah. All right.
That is so fucking funny. I'm running to YouTube after this. I have to see.
Yes, girl, you got to.
Yes.
You can get Jeezy, Shanice. Don't even come in here trying to get that Method.
Fuck out of here. I don't want him.
You can get the Snowman.
That's funny.
All right. So those are some high vibrations. Y'all want to shift to the low vibration?
So I did some research on that video.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're talking about is the video that's going viral of the two plates, the two black women. The one black woman had a plate loaded to the top, and another black lady.
Filled up.
It wasn't even loaded. It didn't have.
It wasn't even filled up.
That thing was loaded. She had 3 burgers on that plate.
It was only one and a half.
She did not, bro. She had a burger. She had a hot dog.
She had 3 burgers, a corn on the cob, 2 chicken wings, potato salad, and a roll. Like that thing was loaded up.
Double cheek up out here. She was
not the plate was locked and loaded. I'm fucking dead.
I can't stand you.
But the whole thing, the woman with the plate with the less food is that they paid her to spend the weekend with them.
Okay, no. So Coach Stormy is, what show was she on? Beyond the Pole or something?
Yeah, she was on Beyond the Pole. She used to be a stripper. Then she's like the head of level marketing for like the teas. What's those, like the ISO teas?
Those teas. Like she's one of those, you got to get people under you type of shit, and so it's about a healthy lifestyle. So that's kind of where it came from. But I just feel like ultimately that was her friend. So it wasn't somebody who paid to be with her. That's one of her friends. And I feel like as a friend, you could say something to me, but that was like saying something to me, but you was like sneak dissing me at the same time, because why the fuck is you on live? Like, oh yeah, only a real friend would tell you, look at my plate, look at your plate. You're not what? Bitch,
but I'm getting different stories that it was a retreat that the women went to pay for her to teach them how to like get money, kind of like a informational type of thing. And before that, they like went out to dinner and they did the little trick where you put your card in the basket and whoever card comes out pays. And her card is actually the one that came out, and she was kind of pissed about that because she was trying to teach them a lesson. So this was supposedly another lesson she was trying to teach this group of women.
I'm grown. I don't need that many lessons. I don't need a lesson. I don't need you to tell me a lesson about my plate. I'm about to fuck up this potato salad, especially if it's busting. Like, I just feel like it was too much. And it's also like everything is not for social media. I would have took it more like you were being genuine if you had this conversation off of live.
Yeah.
But you on live and you like I hate that this is where we are.
That whole low vibrational shit was like, girl, if I'm hungry, I'm about to eat.
I'm about to have a low vibration plate tonight because I'm probably gonna be at Shoot Your Shot. So don't even trip. Like, don't even worry about it, sweetheart. But
there's no need to food shame. I mean, let her eat what she want to eat. Do you guys think it was like just a moment to go viral or what?
No, Coach Stormy is like that. So I think
she is definitely a bitch.
She's like that. It's so crazy because it was like last year she was watching my stories. I'm like, bitch, you cannot talk to me how you talk to them. I would never follow you or be a part of your marketing. Don't even worry about it. I ain't signing up for shit. Mm-mm.
I was just gonna say, so like somebody come to y'all like, look at that plate. Maybe not as harsh, but like you got a lot on that plate.
As I'm fucking it up and do. Potato salad is busting. Okay, like what?
Yeah,
what somebody else eat don't make you shit. So
mind your own calories.
Yeah, definitely.
If she don't want to be healthy, that's on her. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. So
right.
And it's the delivery. Like it could have been said in a different way and offline.
It is almost always not what you say, but how you say it. Sometimes it is what you say, but you can get away with certain things depending on how it comes off. And that was just stupid. And I'm tired of Black women looking like we're always in competition with each other or we're mean girls to one another. So that narrative always pisses me off.
Yes, it's like I seen it under like the Black women hate each other. That's where the post was like. That was one of the captions that I seen when somebody posted it.
Yeah,
but literally that's what it was given.
No, it really was like you're not a queen if you want a hamburger and a hot dog with a bun.
You look at these two plates. This plate says I'm a queen. Your plate says peasant. What? Like, bitch, what the fuck?
So you're not a queen if you're eating glizzies and cheeseburgers at the cookout.
There was a potato salad that took her over the edge. It was a potato salad and the bread on her burger.
I don't know what it was.
They had the same shit on their plate. So
I wanted somebody to tell her to shut the fuck up. that's what I wanted somebody.
They scared of her, so they definitely wasn't.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of these women empowerment brunches, that's the type of time these bitches
are really mean girl conventions.
Pretty much. Like that's because coach, you supposed to be somebody coach, and that's how you out here. Yeah. No thanks. Yeah, no.
I ain't paying my money to get talked to like that. Like
not at all.
Yeah. So ladies, just go get a therapist.
Not a coach.
Not a coach. I don't think I know too many people who
life coaches.
Yeah, life coaches.
Well, we know one. Oh, excuse me.
That's not a lie. So, all right, let's get into Splitsville.
Forever don't last anymore. That is really what it is. Like,
what's going on, guys? Like, what happened to love?
What happened to growing old together?
You know what I think it is?
It's still an option.
I think that this generation is in the I ain't gotta put up with your shit. Like, I gave you enough tries, and by the third try, I'm out type of thing. Whereas our grandparents and the generations before us was just like, I gotta stay forever. We got these kids, he the breadwinner, it's this, it's that. Now these women is like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, they're definitely not gonna be miserable. Which I mean, I commend that. It's always that fine line, as we discussed previously, between like fighting for your relationship and just being miserable and unhappy.
Yeah.
And only you know when you cross that line and it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Shit gets boring, right? So now with social media making all the grass look so great, to where I think that's contributing to it as well. Because if you think about it, like you really have to choose that person every day for the rest of your lives, if that's who you choose to be with.
But we're talking about rich people, right? So
they still get bored.
But that's what I'm saying. So because I feel like a lot of the times we try to act like it's a money thing and it's a this and this and that. I just feel like at the end of the day, people are just tired of not being happy, of not being fulfilled, of not feeling like, oh, you got me, how I got you. Because after being with somebody for 15, 20 years and you like, nah, I'm all set. To me, I felt, and that's what most of these situations have been. Like most of these people who've announced they're getting divorced, Tia and her husband.
They've all been together like 10 plus.
They were married for 14 years, but together for like 18. Giselle and Tom Brady, they were together for mad year. Like these are people who all had years in the game, with the exception of Miguel and his wife, but they were together for 17
I was about to say they was together for a long time. They just wasn't married as long.
Exactly. So I feel like a lot of the times people grow apart. I know for me personally, like that's something that happened, and it's hard to, when you feel like you're not growing in the same space as somebody, stay in that. And I don't think it has anything to do with social media, because if you're looking at social media, it's giving stay where you at, because the dating pool got shit in it.
Right.
Literally, like don't hop into this shit. But I just think people don't want to, like, forever being unhappy. Don't nobody want that.
Right.
Yeah. And if y'all can't work together to figure out where this unhappiness is coming from and get over that hump, it may be time to end it. Like everything isn't always forever. I mean,
it's unfortunate.
Don't last.
Yeah.
That's so sad though.
It is.
It was definitely unexpected news. I was just like, damn, like it's cuffing season, like the holidays is coming up. So I feel like if people breaking up right now
after the holidays,
it's bad. It's bad. If you're breaking up right now, like shit done hit the fan, basically, is how I see it.
We not
they don't even want a Christmas gift. They don't want a Christmas gift. They don't want a last Thanksgiving dinner. They said, fuck it, I'm out of here.
Period.
So our special guest is in the backstage, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him on.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yo, what's up, James?
Welcome.
Hey, what's up, man? How everybody doing?
We're good. How are you?
So tonight's topic.
Yeah, what's up? I was watching y'all too, man.
Child
support. A car seat in the back.
Get out that man business.
Tonight's topic. What we talking about? Child support?
We're
child support? Hey, yo, y'all call me the child support man? I don't know how I feel about that.
You are the child support man on Facebook. You know you are.
So, Treese, tell us why we call him the child support man.
I mean, he seems to be very, very well versed in the topic. Are you not?
I mean, I hate talking about child support, to be honest.
So we should be
it's
honored
really the
that
only
you
thing
decided
people
to
tap
come on.
in because, like, everybody. I mean, yeah, I decided to come on because I think it's important. I do.
Okay.
I think it's important to like get both sides of the story out.
So before we even get into child support, get into these subtopics, are you on child support?
Am I on child support?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm on child support. But my whole problem with child support isn't really about me. It's about child support like overall.
In general.
Okay.
So elaborate. Like, what do you mean?
All my problems with everything. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear you.
All my problems are really abstract. Like, it's not really a personal thing with me with child support. Like, I really don't have beef with nobody, none of my baby moms or nothing like that. Like, I'm not even really on child support for most of my kids. So it's more about like men being smarter, and the way the system is set up is designed to like get people fucked up. So I'm trying to really present that part of it.
Okay.
But I think the message just gets lost a lot.
Okay. So what is your definition of child support?
Well, it's not. Well, really, like, my problem with child support, like, I mean, the definition of child support for me is, I don't know if it could be defined, like, with one definition like that. I think, like, mostly, it's whatever people say it is. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's parents kind of different. And I think when child support gets involved, it kind of just tips the scales and it ends up not working. My whole problem with child support is that ever since child support like has come into existence, like families have gotten worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to know what's the goal of child support.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if it's to make shit better, then it's felon misery.
Okay, so I'll give you our working definition of child support, right? Child support, it covers general expenses for a child. Whatever that may mean. That may mean diapers at a certain age. That may mean sneakers. That may mean food. That may mean health expenses. That may mean, whatever it takes to support and take care of a child. That's what child support is, right? So my problem with men having a problem with child support, because I understand like one angle of it, but your child got to get taken care of. So whether I get the system involved in order for you to help support your child, or you and I come to an agreement, we got to support this kid together. Like, just because it came out of my vagina doesn't mean I have to be the only one financially supporting it. So that's the working definition that we're going to use tonight.
I agree with that 100%.
Okay. So with the issues that you have with child support, do you feel like when people go through the court systems and get you quote unquote on the system, is the issue that it's a third party involved, or because what's the issue?
Well, I'm gonna say this: the issue that I'm seeing from.
Well, I mean, it's the same system that everybody. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's the same system that everybody says is unfair, though. Like, and any other part of court, everybody say it's unfair. But all of a sudden with child support, all of a sudden that's fair. No, y'all know, everybody knows child support not fair. It just favors one side and the other side don't say shit. I'm the only one that really says shit about it. Like everybody else just shut up. Everybody knows it's biased.
So you feel like it favors the woman?
The court system.
You're saying it favors the women?
Everyone knows that. Like I've had lawyers before. The lawyers know that. Everybody knows it's like a joke.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't favor the woman.
That's kind of my problem.
Whoever has custody of the kid. So if a man fights for custody,
it doesn't favor the kids. It doesn't favor the kids. The kids is worse. Can I ask you something though? Like if it was really child support, right? If it was really child support, why don't they make sure the kids are supported? Why they assume that the custodial parent is actually using that money for that shit? Nobody goes back and checks. I could give somebody a child support check and they go buy an iPhone for their boyfriend. Like that shit has happened before.
Okay.
So like there's an assumption that the kids, that's why it's not really child support.
But okay, so let's take that scenario. So let's say the week you pay child support, your $250 did go to paying an iPhone. The other 3 weeks of that month, your kid has somewhere to live. Your kid had food to eat. Your kid had clothes on their back. So if you're saying your money particularly went to that, all the other money that came into the house still went to taking care of your kids. So it's kind of like how it doesn't really make sense. When you're not in the household taking care of your kid 100% of the time, so they're making you put something in, you're contributing into the house where your child lives more. It doesn't matter what exactly the parent spent it on if your child is being taken care of. To me, like I feel like if your kid is going without, then it's a problem. But if your child got a roof over their head, they got clothes on, they sneak, sing, talking, meaning it ain't holes in them and shit like that, they're being taken care of. So if quote unquote the week you paid, it seems like she bought an iPhone. Every other week that month, your kid had what they needed. So it's like this balancing act. Because if you was in the household with her, your one paycheck, one week you get paid, y'all might go out to dinner. You ain't buy nothing for your kids. But in every other week you got paid, you contributing to the household things that take care of your kids. It's the same difference.
We got a couple comments.
But you're assuming that though.
Deja said child support.
We're assuming that. Like we don't know that happened.
Yeah, you don't. You really won't know. So, I mean, have you thought about this, James, and thought of a way that it could be tracked so that you know that it's going towards the kid?
There's plenty of ways. I mean, the way what child support is for, like, because you know I research this shit. So what child support is for is they don't care about the kids at all. If they did, they would have a different system that actually worked. Because overall, this shit don't work. Like more families is breaking up. There's something in economics called the law of unintended consequences. And that happens through all of politics. They make laws and other shit happen that they don't know is gonna happen, they don't think it's gonna happen. In this case, you may have that some women were incentivized to leave niggas and then take the kids and then put them on child support. We all know this happens. Like we know this happens. We know child support has been weaponized. People are using it against men, they holding it against them.
They do. Like, they do. There are some women who put men on child support and they're not actually lacking. The men are willing and able. They can do joint custody, split it, and they don't need no money. There are those situations out there for sure.
Right. And so child support, they brought child support to existence because there was a problem. It was niggas running around here crazy, having kids, move to another city, change their name. They was like, all right, enough of that. But now it's the problem the other way, but now nobody's not saying nothing. Like, it's still people being taken advantage of. It's just nobody gives a fuck now because they're pretending that the shit is about the kids, even though you got more kids not graduating, you got more kids going to jail. You got all these other problems stemming from, like, homes where, the families aren't together, but it's not better. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was designed to make shit better, that's not working. Y'all need to come up with something better. Because I'm not saying that people don't have a responsibility. I'm saying that child support is not the answer. That's really my position. Like, this shit ain't working. Like, y'all need to tweak it. Somebody need to come back and fix it and make it work. I don't know if they need to make moms pay some shit back and dads pay the shit. Because why am I paying child support back anyways? It's tax money. If I pay taxes, why am I paying child support too if you're getting food stamps? Like, why is that happening? Like, I'm already paying for that. Why am I paying for that twice?
Like, are you saying because you pay taxes out of your wages and child support?
I mean,
is that
we're all paying for food stamps and Section 8 and all that shit with our taxes.
Right.
So if I'm paying that, then why am I repaying the shit again?
So you're saying that you think that women that are on support shouldn't get child support, but I thought that the child support went back to the system and not to them.
But that's what I'm saying. Why is it going back to any system? If anybody should be paying it back, it should be her. What the fuck I'm paying it back for?
No, it should be given back to the system because they are on the system because they have babies by niggas that ain't taking care of them.
Here's the thing.
But they can't take care of them either.
Here is the thing. To have a child, right? Here's the problem in general, right? With the whole child support or whatever. To raise a child is over, I think the last survey maybe a few years ago, it's over $250,000 between birth.
I hate those surveys. Who are they asking? They ever ask you?
Average, but the average
you can't even put that. You can't even average that.
Maybe
$50,000
a year. Different. It costs to raise a child, but the average income coming, especially in Rochester.
In Rochester, it's under $20,000.
Jesus.
So raising that child, even if we cut that in half, $125,000 a year to raise one kid. Like, the support has to come from somewhere, and that the argument of $250 a week or $100 a week, and it should go to X, Y, and Z, and I should be able to tell where it goes. The roof, the time I have to take off if they get sick,
the
clothes, food,
the laundry detergent,
the
tissue wiping their ass
up. But you need me to penny pinch and give receipts for the $500 a month you give me, and it cost me $4,000 to raise this kid this month. Like,
yes.
Listen, I have 3 kids, right? I spend about $125, $150 a week on groceries alone. This is before they shit it out and gotta wipe their ass with some toilet paper, before they gotta wash their ass, before I gotta wash their laundry, before they run it up RG&E. Like, it's expensive to raise kids, right? So I understand the argument of, oh, I want to know where it's going or whatever. But at the end of the day, if your kids are not homeless and they're not hungry and their ribs are touching the back of their body, that means they're supported. Period.
If it's expensive to have kids, then why have 3?
Well, I had 3 kids in a marriage. Hey, talking about me personally, but if it's expensive to have kids as a man, why keep shooting up bitches' clubs without condoms on? Why keep making babies?
No, that's a great point. But if you can't afford a kid yourself, why is anybody having a kid if they're so expensive? And that's the problem. Because if it was supposed to have people not have kids, and I think it was designed for men to not have as many kids. We were supposed to be smarter. We never got that message. We never got the message to be smarter. I'm trying to tell niggas to be smarter. I'm trying to tell niggas to be smarter. I didn't understand. I'm trying to tell niggas to be smarter because this shit is real.
Yeah, but I do think the system was implemented to tell y'all to stop fucking having.
Right, but why isn't it telling the women? It need to tell everybody to chill. I think the women are incentivized to keep having kids, and it's telling the men to chill, and we losing that fucking battle. So it need to be telling everybody to chill. Everybody need to feel that kids are expensive. And that's what child support helps avoid that. It helps take that sting out of it. Everyone needs to feel that sting. That's what I'm saying. In order for this shit to really be effective, everybody should feel that sting.
Well, I guess here's my solution. To a man who feels like child support or supporting a kid is expensive, then go fight for custody. And you have these kids because men get child support.
That is the worst advice. That's the worst advice.
I know a man.
No, I agree.
That's the worst advice at all. Do you understand how much some lawyers cost? People be spending tens of thousands of dollars just to get it's his kids. Why is he fighting to get his kids? That's a bullshit place to start from anyways. Like, it's my kids. Give my kids half the time. If I want my kids half the time, give me my kids half the time. Why am I going to court? Got to pay $20,000 to get my kids half the time. They mine.
Absolutely. Listen, yeah, I feel the same way. You want your kids, you can have them. We want half of them. You can get them half of the time, all of the time, whatever. But
that's not always the case, because if it was, there wouldn't be no custody court. Because there's a whole bunch of fathers going there trying to get their kids.
A lot about paying child support.
That's what's happening in there.
And they don't fight for it.
That's how they get their bread.
I have a problem with custody.
That's what I'm saying. This whole shit is a system.
Yeah,
do you know that every time they collect $1 from child support, like the county get like $5 for every dollar? It's about money. Like, it's not about these kids. This is how the court runs. This is how the court get built. It's built off of that shit. The whole family court.
All right, so we got some comments. We're gonna catch up. T. Carter says, "Stop having kids if you poor." Denise, I agree.
That's a good point. That's an excellent point.
Deja said they only take a cut if the mother is receiving social services and like their rent is being paid. LA Legacy said my tenant has 8 kids by 5 different women. So that's what I'm saying. Like, men are not afraid of child support because they really out here making hella babies with hella people. So you don't care. Calvin said he put himself on child support so she couldn't leave the state with his kid. Okay, I get it. Denise said
I wouldn't advise that, but
you know what? I don't think men should have to fight for custody. That I believe getting the courts involved in a situation they had nothing to do with is crazy. They wasn't in there when y'all was fucking. They wasn't in there, when y'all was shooting in the gym, making this baby. So no, they shouldn't have a say. But unfortunately, there are a ton of men we all know who don't take care of kids they made. Period. So it's not like child support was just invented out of nowhere to be like, oh, let me help this woman buy an iPhone for her new man or nothing like that. No, it's because men don't take care of their responsibilities since the beginning of time. It hasn't stopped. We can all name 5 men who don't take care of their kids or who feel like because they pay child support, that's all they got to do. Oh, I pay child support. I ain't doing shit extra. Oh, I pay child support. I ain't picking him up. Oh, I pay child support. It don't matter if he got another bill coming up or he want to play football. I hear that so many times, but it's like, huh? We lost you, James.
We lost you, bro.
While he's going, you can catch up on some more comments, Trees.
All right.
He just going and we can't hear
I know we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Like, they threaten you with jail. They threaten you with jail for that. That's coercion. So
yeah, they take your license, everything.
That's not co-parenting because one parent is bullying the other. So like, why would I do extra?
Why would you pay child support?
No, he's saying why would he
pay child support? Why would you do extra? Like, that's the end of co-parenting. Like, it really is.
Because I guess you're saying because you already took it to court and this is what they said, so that's what you're getting.
All you're getting.
I mean, yeah, that's what you're getting. Yeah, like, cause we not co-parenting now. You got somebody else involved that's telling me that I have to do this.
So like, you feel away if a woman gets the court involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta understand that.
A lot of times that's women's last resort. That's usually their last resort.
Because that was going to be my
question. That's going to be the first resort.
Without the court involved.
That's going to be the first resort, man.
Okay, listen. Without the court involved, tell me what you would give a woman who has a child with you monthly in order to support your child.
I wouldn't give her shit. I'm not giving nobody shit. I'm giving my kids.
Okay, so what are you doing for your child?
I would rather my kids live with me, personally. And when my kids do live with me, I don't ask nobody for shit. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to get them some shit, you get it for them. If you don't, you don't. That's your relationship with them. Like, I don't dictate that. I don't think about them. When I go, my kids need braces. Like, I don't ask them for nothing.
So basically, it sounds like you're saying joint custody. If you can't, for some reason, agree on joint custody, then child support should be involved.
I don't think child support should ever be involved.
He'll never want to pay child support.
No, child support needs to be involved. Child support needs to be involved because it's expensive to raise kids. There's bills out here that needs to be paid. Sports, clothes, food. I mean, the shit is just never ending.
Braces, doctors.
Yeah, but people people get pregnant by niggas that never even had a job. So child
You know
support,
what?
like,
And
what are
that's
we talking
wild.
about? You put a nigga
That's
on child
wild
support,
to me.
and we know 5 dudes that don't take care of their kids, but we know 5 women that don't take care of their kids neither, and some of them getting child support and not taking care of their kids. Like, that's another thing. It's
True.
unspoken.
That's true.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nobody checking none of the moms, really. Like, they going unchecked, but then we scrutinizing dads. The moms unchecked. That's a problem. You got to balance that shit out. If you want it to work, you got to balance it out.
It's not as common for women as it is for men, though.
Exactly.
It's not, the scales are not equal on
Not
that.
at all. Not at all.
Because a man can say it's not his baby and he don't want to take care of it. Guess what? If I push the kid out of my vagina, there's no, damn, I don't want to support him this month. I want to go party with my homies. I don't want to, if I do that, we're not going to have anywhere to live. If women do that, absolutely. But if a woman does that and your kid's getting evicted, absolutely, you need to jump in and go get custody. That's your chance. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars for a lawyer, because if she's not taking care of your kids properly, it's going to show. The schools
you've been to family court before? It kind of sounds like you have.
You know what? No, I am recently separated, right? Me and my husband went to family court for him he wanted to establish custody, although I was never denying him seeing my kids. Like, you can get them whenever you want. Shit, they're yours. Matter of fact, you want him to live with you and I pay child support? I actually said that to him. You know what he said? No. Because most men do not want the full-time responsibility of being a parent. They want to hop in when that shit is convenient. And so although I've been to family court, I didn't want to fight. You know what, my nigga? You can have full custody. I'll get them on the weekend. I'll pay you child support. That's what I said. I said it being smart. He respectfully declined, because that's what the average man don't want to do. Take care of a motherfucking kid full time. It's way more than any amount of money you could give up once a month. Trust me.
I'm taking care of kids full time. Like, I mean, everybody not the same. Like, some things is different.
I understand that. And I'm not lumping, but I'm saying the majority of men, because how many men can you name who have full custody of their kid?
I mean, it's hard. That's why. So I don't think we can use that, because it's already hard.
I know a man who had full custody of his daughter from the time she was 2 years old up until she graduated high school.
You can't say that's not hard, though. You can't say that. It's some men
it's not usually the case that the courts will give a woman.
Yo, it's hard, like, because you got to go and prove
away. It has to be like they have to
prove that you could get your kids.
Yeah, you have to show that they're like a bad parent. Like, you really have to show it.
But I'm saying
it's crazy because it makes y'all beef.
Claiming it should be easy. If you're saying that the average woman is not using the child support the right way or not taking care of their kids, it would be way easy to prove that she's not being a good mom and get custody.
You know what? It should be that way. I agree with you. It just isn't. That's what the reality is.
Let's go into the comments. Denise said she's referring to the system itself is designed to keep Black families apart, the mother and father feuding, which in turn results in the father not seeing his kids as often as he should because of the constant conflict. The system has incentivized being a single mother, and child support backs that.
I agree on 1,000%. That's 1,000% accurate.
Child support should be viewed on an individual basis, which I feel like it is.
Absolutely.
Not all fathers deserve to be on child support. They don't. Kelvin said they really don't hold women, bad mothers, accountable for their wrongs. I much rather my little one live with me.
I agree. Until they get that right, it's going to keep men fucked up.
So, you said that women have kids.
They just got to get all this right.
I just want to, follow up on one of the things that you said. Women have kids with men with no jobs, right? So what about these men who have babies with women who can't afford them? Like, it's an accountability both ways, because let's be clear, kids don't got to be here, right? We got morning after pills. We have condoms. We have the pull-out system. There are a million ways to not have a baby if you don't want the responsibility of having a child, right? So when everybody is equally responsible in said child being here because we didn't take those precautions, why wouldn't everybody be responsible for taking care of the kid?
Everyone is responsible.
Well,
and either you're gonna pay or you're gonna get made to pay, or you're gonna do it or you're gonna get forced to do it.
Exactly.
Simple.
Exactly. Because I feel like the system only gets involved when men take this attitude of, oh, well, I didn't want to be a parent. And let me be clear, James. I feel like if a man tell you he don't want a baby after you tell him you pregnant, even though he could have taken precautions not to be that way, don't expect him to be an active parent. But financially, you took that risk, and guess what? You lost. It's like gambling. When you have sex and you risk having a baby, guess what? If you take that L, this is the financial L you got to take. Like, that's just the reality of what it is.
I think he lost connection.
Yeah, it looks like he lost connection. It's a lot of comments.
Let's see.
Denise, I said the system has no place in our households. They have torn apart our families starting years and years ago. That's a very true statement. But at the end of the day, you have too many people who want to, men or women. Let's just stop saying it's just men right. or women who want to skate out on their responsibility and leave it to just one person who now have to raise the child. So at some point, if y'all can't come to a mutual agreement together, someone is going to get involved. They have to.
James, you good?
I'm back.
Calvin said New York State always favors the woman, so it's hard for the male to get full custody.
I agree with that. It's almost like the mother has to be such a deadbeat and the child is so danger for her to lose custody. I do believe that the laws against are on the side of the women, but I also think it's also on the side of whoever goes first.
Like, I think it's on the side of who goes first. And I think it's also just on the side of, in my case, I can only speak for me. In my case, like, it was a joint custody agreement, period. Like, oh, he want joint custody. Okay, cool. The judge was like, the nigga want to be involved. Yeah, I'm gonna let him be. You know what I mean? So I feel like it depends on the situation. I don't think they just automatically give women full custody. I think if you say I want joint custody and it's your kid, they're gonna give you joint custody.
I can tell you that does not happen for a fact.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know that does not happen for a fact. Because I think the difference in your situation is that you agree with it. Like, some moms don't, because it fuck up their child support. So they be like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. But they go over there like, you trying to get your son? Like, that's not going to work.
Yeah, no, I definitely said to the judge, yeah, he can have him. You want him? Oh, okay.
And that's the difference. But I mean, it seemed, for some reason, it just seemed like when people break up, it always like when the mom is willing to like work, like it seemed like the dad be on some different shit. And then when they break up and the dad is willing to work and get his kids, it seems like the mom be on some different shit. I don't know why it always just work out like that. It seems to happen a lot though.
I think custody really boils down to being in a very emotional, like, we're not together anymore type of battle. And I think that's where, because even with my situation, when I was going through it, it was definitely like, oh, you want this, you want that. And after a while, I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, they yours. Like, I'm not about to fight with you about your kids. But we were both acting out of emotion of, oh shit, we're not together. We really have to, come to some type of agreement, because when people have, a lot of the times when people have kids with each other, they're not thinking about when we're not together anymore.
Right.
So I think initially with custody and shit like that, it's coming from an emotional angle. But once you get past those emotions, at the end of the day, we got to raise these kids, period. They're yours, they're mine. We got to do this. So you want joint, you want them Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday, you can have them. Like, I'm not going to fight with you about that, because they're your kids and I want you to be as active as possible. Period. But when you're not in the same household, it is definitely hard.
That's in a perfect world, Mia. Like, there's a lot of women who are, we wish were like you and had your mindset. I'm the same way, like, but there are way more women who want to stick it to the men, which is why I think so many men have such a distaste for child support, because they've used it as a weapon.
For breakup. Yes.
Right. Punishment, all of that.
So. Yeah. I mean, it's used that way
in my opinion, it's used that way in most cases. I know it's some real deadbeats, but for some reason they never be on child support. Like they always get the moms, the baby moms that be like, you know what? If you don't want nothing to do with it, like fuck him. And they go about their business. But like for a lot of the fathers that's trying, like it seems like
you gotta get the shit into the stick.
So I'm all about solutions. So I feel like, what is the solution to stop a bitter woman from being able to just go and get child support when there's a father that's willing to do everything they're supposed to do?
There is no solution right now, and that's what the problem is. That is the main problem. Like there's not like I can't like people is lying about paternity and nothing is happening. Like it's just crazy. That's crazy. These people paying child support for other people's kids.
That's our next topic. You know what I think the solution is, though? Honestly, I think choose more wisely. Like that's the bare minimum solution, but you kind of got to choose wisely who you procreate with.
No, that's the answer. That's the answer.
Yeah, you don't always know what you're gonna get. You know, people present themselves one way and whatever. But I feel like if you treat every woman you have sex with or every man you have sex with like this is the potential father or mother of my child, do I really want to be stuck with this person for the rest of my life? Raising a kid, are they really suitable to raise a kid? Would I really want you to have my kid in your house? You know what? Then strap up and bring a morning after pill and do all of those things, because at the end of the day, that's the first step. Stop just thinking because she looked good, it's a good look, because she may not be a good mom just because she got a fat ass.
Facts. All right, so let's get into this last topic. Should women be held financially or criminally liable for collecting child support from a man who is not the father of the child?
Fuck yes. Yes. Lock him the fuck up and make her pay it back.
Yes.
Because if I'm not mistaken, right now there is no consequence for that.
There's no consequence.
There is no consequence. There is no consequence. And this is why, like, I'm on the side of men when it comes to this. I've said this on a past show before, and it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like anytime a baby come out, paternity test is automatic. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't asking about it. It's automatic, because if a man signs a birth certificate,
that's what I was gonna say. He's the father.
Legally binding contract that you're taking care of this kid. It doesn't matter if it's later proved it's not yours. You're stuck. So guess what? To protect men, because I have sons and I want my sons to be protected, and I also know men who got whopped over the head like this. Every time a baby come out, it's part of the routine test. Figure out if this man is the dad or not. Oh, he not? Oh, well, you off the hook, my G, unless you want to take care of it.
And why do you think that that's not the case?
Because you know what? I don't know. I feel like enough men aren't complaining about it, because everything could come to legislation with enough complaints.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be more lawsuits going on when shit like this happens to men.
Get behind men. Y'all rally together and go down to the courts and appeal to your local legislator and say, we got to start locking these hoes up for lying about these kids, because
it's not cool for men. It's not cool for men to complain. That's why.
Oh, no.
Everybody's too cool to complain.
It's not a complaint. It's advocating for yourself, because
I agree.
You stuck. Like, I can name 6 women that I know personally who had kids by somebody and said it was this A dude kid and really it was B, or maybe even C. We see more of these shows
with no consequences. No
mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Period. Yeah. And it's wild. I think that's so crazy. So if we change it to as soon as a baby come out, ain't nobody signing nothing. Let's run this paternity test.
I mean, I've stated before, and it always get people riled up when I be like, "Yo, you shouldn't sign no child support. It's a legal document. Like, you're actually stupid. It's actually dumb. You know what I mean? Like, it really is. Like, if you think about it from like a logical standpoint, like, why are you signing this? You don't know. Like, you might think you know. I know why. I've signed one before, so I know why men are really signing it. Because in that moment, like, you feel you wrapped up in the emotion of having a child. But
you don't gotta sign it that day. Wait 2
days.
No,
you don't. I've signed it, and I've also not signed it as well for that very reason. So like, I think it's dumb.
Women are offended when it's presented, I want a paternity test, which is why I feel like to take the offense off the table, make it's a part of the routine test. It's not I'm singling you out. Every woman who come in here and have a baby gotta get a paternity test. And I feel like if we really advocated harder for that, it would take the you think I'm cheating on you out of the table. And it's just like this is routine. Just like when they get the meningitis shot or all of the shots they get straight out the womb, swab the cheek. Straight out.
I know, right? Because it's awkward, right?
If you got no problems or you ain't worried about nothing, women shouldn't have a problem with it.
Because if anybody has to test let my husband test them all. They're yours, and if you lose this battle, take them. I'm just playing. I love my baby, but I'm just saying, like that's how hard I can stand on. They're yours, so I don't care. I'm not offended by that. Like I wouldn't feel away. So I really think we need to change that because I think men really get played. It's a lot of men who get played out here taking care of kids. It's not theirs. And I feel bad for them. They can't get passports. They can't get jobs. It hinders men in a lot of ways. And so in that part, I do agree with you on the sense of, if you can avoid getting the system involved, cool. But then there's that other end of the spectrum where men feel like, oh, I only fuck with my kid if I'm with you. I can name 10 men who's that way. If you not having sex with me and if we're not in a relationship, fuck them kids. So,
but what about the men who are active, but with the threat of child support? Because child support is also a threat too. You got to remember that. So you could be active, and then she could just say you're not active enough. And who made her the authority over, who the father? Like how a father.
Unfortunately, her vagina made her the authority because at the end of the day,
but see, that's why it's going to be a problem.
But I'm just saying, a man can leave. It's harder for a woman to leave a kid. A man can decide tomorrow. I
don't. Women leave kids all the time.
They really don't.
I don't know a lot of women.
That's not true.
Where they leaving them?
At their grandma's house.
Where they leaving them out?
At their aunt's house, at their grandma's house, like all over the place.
They got a lot of babysitters.
But I'm saying they never be with their kids. Pick up and move to a whole nother state, start a whole new family. A woman cannot just leave her. What? Like you can't. It's really harder.
I swear to God, I've seen that. I've seen that happen several times.
Where a woman had a baby.
Women just leave their kids?
Leave the kids with the dad, yes.
Oh, shit.
I don't see that a lot. I feel like I more so see them just like having their kids with their grandparents a lot. I definitely see that.
And so the grandparents should get the child support, right?
Whoever got the kid need to get the support. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The support is about the
child.
So
who should pay? Who should pay it?
Both of them. The mama and the daddy. If both is not around, everybody need to be paying.
Yeah, but no one's like I said, no one's checking the mom. You don't know where the kids are. You paying child support, you don't know where your kids are.
To that, all I can say to that is choose your baby mama wisely.
Wrap it up.
But
like
who's telling the moms? Who's telling the moms to choose wisely?
We say that every day. Yeah.
If there was no child support, the moms would choose wiser too, though, wouldn't they?
They would.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's actually making them choose less wisely.
I just feel like everybody not getting child support. Everybody don't work. So every woman who has a kid is not getting child support. It's plenty of women out here who ain't getting shit.
That's true.
I know women who could get child support who don't even bother asking a man. So it's like, to every scenario we give, it's the opposite scenario that we could give.
But before child support existed, it wasn't like every man was leaving their family neither.
When did child support get into play? Because I don't know that statistic, but I feel like
it was in so there was like a war on poverty. Anytime the government has like a war on something, like it's some bullshit happening, and then like the opposite of what they say is gonna happen ends up happening. So like what happened, I think it was in like the 70s, they had like a Social Security Act. And in that, they had like child support and a whole bunch of different stuff. But what ended up happening was like 75% of homes had both of the parents. And then after they implemented that, only 25% of the homes had both their parents. So that's what I'm saying. Like something happened there. And nobody's going back and looking like, yo, is this working? It's not working. And like, so we could talk about toilet paper and food and gas and football practice. But overall, like, it's hurting the culture. Like, it's not good. So that's really my position on it.
Well, it's
Like,
gonna be good for me when I snag me a NFL baller.
Hey, 18 years. No, I'm just playing.
Eh.
No, but
gotta be smarter.
really, no, we're joking, but I really feel like my solution to this is for men to really get together and start advocating for change. Get together, because there are
seriously.
There are systems in place right here in Rochester where you can get an attorney. So if you're fighting for custody, you can get an attorney through VLSP. You can get one. Yeah, like there are. So I don't accept the excuse that it's too hard or it's too expensive, because there are ways around that, and you have to fight harder for that. Period. Also, choose your baby moms wisely. Point blank, period. Secondly, don't sign no motherfucking birth certificate. Guess what? Get a paternity test first. Make sure it's yours so you're not stuck. Because I can tell you right now, legally, you sign a birth certificate. It doesn't matter if Johnny is the baby daddy. 10 months from now, you're stuck. Johnny will never be obligated to pay child support through the court system, because legally you're this child's parent.
Yep. You was the goofball that signed it.
You're big goofy.
Now you gotta deal with
Big
it.
goofy. Absolutely. So
niggas gotta be smarter, man. You gotta be smarter.
And I understand, and I'm not knocking women. I am a woman, but I also know that, people are sneaky, or, I don't even want to say sneaky. They be in situations where, you don't know. I don't know. But to avoid that and to protect yourself, men, don't sign shit. Ask for a paternity test. And if you be active, I feel like if you're active and you help and take care of your child financially, nobody's going to just run to put you on child support, because what you probably are doing is going to be more than what the system is going to make you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So it's not a win for a woman.
I disagree with that.
It's not a win for a woman to get 17% if a lot of your money is off the books. Let's keep it real. We live in a Black community. A lot of these men are getting money off of the books, right? I don't want 17% of what you get on the books. I want what you gonna give me, period. Off your gambling money, off your hustling money, off of whatever else you're getting. I want you to take care of your kids to your full capacity. I don't want you to give me a percentage of what you're.
And men, stop taking care of your kids based upon the ones that still fucking y'all. Because that's wrong. That's wrong.
Hey, yo, the moms be doing that too, though, man.
What you mean?
It be favoritism at the mom's house too. Like,
I do think women should take kids based on the dad, for sure.
Yeah, they treat kids differently sometimes based upon the dad.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
all right, so let's do this or that so we can kind of lighten up.
I know, because I was about to say we didn't even do this or that.
Child support topic. Yeah, let's switch gears a little bit. But I mean, great discussion. I loved it.
James, we appreciate your perspective.
Yes.
No problem.
All right. So everyone, what would you rather fuck with? A cheater or a liar?
I feel like it's a trick question. That's the same shit.
What they say in the Bible, if you cheat, you lie, you steal, you'll kill, something like that.
Yeah, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, they both terrible choices.
Yeah, I don't want either.
I really don't want either. Let's see. I have had both.
Lie to me, baby.
One that was a liar and wasn't a cheater. One that was a cheater and wasn't a liar.
Because if you're lying, you're cheating. So
you can't really cheat without lying, though.
Exactly, they synonymous.
True.
But so I don't want.
Just go ahead and lie to me. If I gotta choose, go ahead and lie to me. Let me stay in my life.
I take the liar because nigga, I'm gonna start lying to you too.
I just want to exit stage left. I don't mind.
If you're not lying about cheating, then you really just lying about stupid shit. Then.
Facts.
Right.
Like, what is you lying about? Like, you're just lying.
They do that.
Lying about where you're from.
Lying about who your daddy is. Hey, yo.
Lying about where you work. I mean.
It's corny shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Facebook or IG?
What was
you
it?
Said Facebook or IG?
Yeah, Facebook or IG.
I still love Facebook.
We know you do.
Call me an auntie, call me an old head, call me an OG. I still love Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook me, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Facebook. So I don't know what the algorithm going on IG.
IG all day. IG me all day.
I feel like you've really mastered IG though. You gotta teach a class.
Yeah, I don't know how to use Instagram.
It's not much to it, but I love IG. Yeah.
You ain't gotta read shit. Just keep looking at the pictures.
Exactly, because all them stats and all that shit, I don't got time. I hate it. As soon as y'all be sending me shit from Facebook, it be 10 screenshots. You know what? I'm over it.
I can't keep up. You can't keep up.
Nope. I want to tap out. All right. Basketball or football?
Aren't they both the same?
Hell no, bitch.
Nah, basketball for this one. For sure.
Yeah, basketball is lit. I love basketball. Football, I don't know how to play football. I was making jokes this weekend on the group chat. Like, yeah, my favorite team is the New England Panthers. I can't get into football. I don't know what it is, but I just love basketball. It's like more exciting to me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna teach y'all the little bit I know about football so I can get into it.
It's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
No, bitch, you got in-house. You need to know about football. It's football
right.
season. You're gonna feel like you're getting cheated on 3 times a week if you don't know what's going on.
I like saying stuff.
Go 49ers.
You know, I like saying stuff like, are they doing the 2-3 right now? And he look at me like, what are you even talking about?
No, listen, I'm gonna teach you some stuff, and then one day you're gonna be like, oh shit, they got the first down. He gonna be like, oh babe, you've been paying attention. I'm telling you.
No,
but I like both. I like football or basketball. I can do either. Just don't turn no fucking baseball on. Then I'm tapped
Choose one. It's this or that.
All right, football. Right now it's football season, so I'm rocking with football.
All right.
And James, you said basketball?
Basketball for sure. Basketball. It's not even close neither. Football, everybody get concussions and shit. Like
everybody what?
They got the concussions and all of that. Like,
I do.
CTC. Yeah, that shit is real.
Yeah. Yeah, but the basketball players cheat more. So yeah, we're gonna go with football.
They say when you play football, it's like getting into a car accident. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I'm good on that.
All right, Trish, you got the next one.
All right, Crush on You by Lil' Kim and Little C's, or Ain't No Nigga by Jay-Z and Foxy.
Definitely Jay-Z and Foxy, right? This is a trick question?
I'm with you. I keep you fresher than the next bitch. No need for you to ever sweat the next bitch.
I'm going with Lil' Kim. She had the wigs on. She was lit. That video was popping. Like,
it was.
Hey, yo, shorty, won't you go get a bag?
Hey,
yes, Mimi, I'm going to Crush on You. Period.
Look him all day. I'm here for that one. Crush.
I just remember that video so much more vividly.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all gotta listen to that Ain't No Nigga tonight because that shit is fire.
I keep you fresher than the next bitch. No need.
I'll run that back. Both of them.
You know, Shanice don't know the words.
We know she don't know.
But I know Lil' Kim. So that's what I'm going with. Are we going with Love and Basketball or Higher Learning? I fucking hate Love and Basketball, so I
never saw Love and Basketball, so I'm going with Higher Learning.
What? You never seen Love and Basketball?
Get out of here!
Wow.
The black movies get redundant for me sometimes. I feel like once you've seen one, like,
don't do that. Don't do that on here.
That was his own flick. I feel like
I'm gonna go with Higher Learning. What is high? What is learning? What is
Higher Learning was the one.
Yeah, Higher Learning was lit, and then the Raphael Sadiq song.
I was about to say the best song of R&B ever.
It had the best soundtrack. Yeah, it had a better soundtrack.
Yeah, don't lie.
That was a great point.
Flashbacking. Look at you over there flashbacking. Okay.
I'm just saying. I might have had a dick back. My bad. I don't know what that is.
It's a flashback of a good sex night.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, last one. Bad Boy or Rockefeller? Who you going with? Who you rocking with?
Oh, Rockefeller. It's Rockefeller, right?
Rockefeller is Rockefeller.
That's the right answer, right?
I'm going with Bad Boy. After today,
Bad
Bad
Boy?
Boy.
After the Bad Boy reunion concert,
Listen, Bad Boy
One of my
had
best memories.
everything. They had the rap hits. They had the R&B hits. Like they had everything. What real R&B singer that fucking Rockefeller have? Rel, who dropped that EP that never came out, and Tierra Marie. Like y'all gotta stop playing. Put some respect on Diddy. Bad Boy was crushing this shit. Period.
I don't know. Rockefeller was around longer though.
Huh?
Yeah, Kanye too.
Okay.
He said Rockefeller had a longer run.
They had a longer run, but I'm just saying they did not really have this shit in the chokehold like Bad Boy did. A Rockefeller reunion versus a Bad Boy reunion tour.
Yeah,
I think it's two different eras though, because I think Bad Boy had the 90s. Bad Boy had the 90s and Rockefeller had the 2000s.
The older crowd is definitely probably gonna go with Bad Boy. Because like Denise said, The Rock had Rihanna. Bad Boy had been dissolved by then, pretty much.
I'm going with Bad Boy.
I'm going with Bad Boy too, girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we 50-50 on that. Because, yeah, Diddy and them had a chokehold. What? 112? Carl Thomas? Mace?
Faith Total?
Faith Total?
Craig Mack?
What? I'm trying to think who all I seen on DMX. Everybody came. The Locks? Nigga, everybody came through Bad Boy. Like, nah, they got that on Smash. Mary? Yeah, we forgot about what? Stop it. Little Kim, Biggie, Bad Boy got it.
Right.
It's really no comparison at this point.
Boy
Bad Boy got it.
Big facts.
Definitely Rockefeller.
Because Jay-Z, what? Oh.
Now we are Jay-Z fans over here, but I'm giving it to Bad Boy. All right, so James, thank you for being on the show. It is hot seat time. Okay.
All right.
The hot seat question, we kind of kept it mild for you. But what if you was fucking with a chick, y'all done moved in with each other, and then you have a dinner to introduce her to your homeboy, she about to introduce you to her homegirls, and your man came in and said, oh shit, I smashed.
Smash the homie. You just found out on the intro.
But y'all live with each other. You love her. Y'all all in love. You've been shooting up the club raw. She could be your baby mom. But you just found out your homie smashed. Back in the day, though.
This shit, I ain't catch none of that.
You didn't hear it?
I missed that whole.
Treese repeated for him.
Okay, so you got a wifey, y'all just moved in together, y'all in love, shit is serious. You like, I'm gonna introduce her to my mans. She's bringing her homegirls. Y'all having a dinner, kind of like to introduce everybody to each other. And you find out that she smashed the homie back in the day. What you doing?
They say he heard it in the comments.
James.
It's a conundrum for him. He can't even fathom it.
I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard something about smashing homies though.
Oh my God. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. You just moved in with your girl. Y'all in love, head over heels. You're deciding y'all having a little dinner where you're gonna bring your homeboy, she's bringing her homegirls. Y'all all linking up. Your homeboy tells you that he fucked her back in the day. What are you gonna do?
It all depends, really. I mean, we from Rochester. Like sometimes you be having it all depends on the situation. It depends on it depends on who the homeboy is too. Cause some niggas you don't go, you can't
go behind, but you already been behind him.
Nah.
Right, like you really gonna break up with your shorty over that?
Yeah, you already knee deep in. Y'all live with each other. You've been shooting the club up raw. Now you found out, your homeboy hit. Now what?
I mean, It all depends on the situation for me, to be honest.
I feel like we're too grown to really care about shit like that, honestly.
I don't know. I've heard both ends of the spectrum from men. Men being like, "Oh, I don't care," and other men being like, "Oh, hell no, it's a dizzup. I'm out."
Yeah, I was on FaceTime with my cousin and he was like chilling with this little shorty in the hood, and she was basically like so hurt because she was feeling this dude so heavy, like she was really fucking with him. They had been messing around for like 2 years, I want to say. So he's not close with his brother, but he finally said something to his brother about her, and she fucked him back in the day, and he cut her off.
Mm.
It be like that.
Bro.
I mean, it's the brother. I don't know. I feel like, so if I found out you fucked somebody that I was like serious with and we living with each other, it just seems unlikely because I would have been dropped his pick.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the communication? Like, how is you feeling me so much? I feel like any dude that's really feeling me, like, they bragging about me to they brother. Like, my name's gonna come up. So,
but let's just say in a scenario that it didn't, right? I would be asking you, like, all right, you fucked him one time. Because I hope it was one time. If it was more than one time, I'm probably gonna be all set.
Here's the infamous question: did you suck his dick? That's the deal breaker.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be a tough pill to swallow, but like it all depends on the whole situation, really.
Yeah, I just think it depends on who the person is. Like, if it's one of my cousins I don't really fuck with like that, or one of my homegirls, we associates, but we not really that cool. I probably
what if they was like kids? What if they was like 16 or something? Like
that's the statute of limitations.
That
is
shit
over.
Don't count. Yeah,
but
that
anything
shit don't
that
count.
happened prior to you turning 30, I feel like the statute of limitations is over. For real, for real. Life begins at 30, maybe even 25. But you
25, yeah, 25 plus.
25. Okay, so if it happened before you turn 25, that shit is a race. Like, I don't got time for that. We too grown. That shit was mad long ago. But if it's your brother, yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
she was
so
siblings.
Sad,
that's a tough one to get over.
Sad, like she really lost her bae. Like he was like, "No, man, you smashed my brother."
I mean, if you picked the wrong brother, you just picked the wrong brother, right? Like
you picked the wrong brother.
Why did it take 2 years for you to tell your brother about me? Like that's kind of crazy. That means that y'all really not that cool. I feel like.
Yeah, you and your brother can't be that close if it took you 2 years. I feel
or he wasn't really feeling you like that either. That could be the case too. Like you really was just a slide for about a year and a half.
He was for a year and a half though. He never told his brother, and they close. That's crazy.
I really don't think that they was close. The brothers it couldn't have been. That's what she said to her, if I'm not mistaken. She said that they wasn't close.
Yeah, that happens.
But he still cut the bitch off.
It ain't that.
Ain't nothing that cut that bitch off. She got cut off, y'all.
That's so sad for her. But yeah, that happened on this show called Zatima. So it was a hot seat question because I know a lot of men are just like, oh nah, my man's hit that. I know how my man's is. They nasty. I don't want nothing behind them. So
or just that visual, like every time they just gonna be like seeing y'all smashing. I feel like
as a woman, my worry would be you trying to double back. Like if I know how he putting it down with me and you had it once, you might be like, oh, I need to run that back, and that would be my concern. Like, yeah, no.
I think it would be the first one though, right? Because instead of doubling back, she like moving on to your brother.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She said that her and her brother wasn't nothing between them, just they fucked like a couple times and that was it.
See, the message behind this, ladies, is you just gotta really be careful with who you just like. You can't just be having a one night stand or thinking you could just smash, because it may interfere with your future. Because a lot of men are not gonna be with that. Like, it's James is saying it's situational, and I've talked to men who said it's situational, but then there's other men who like, oh, it's absolutely a dub. So yeah, y'all gotta be mindful.
That's a theme for the night. Be more careful.
Yes.
Coochie control.
Have good pussy management. That is the tip of the night. And fellas, have good.
Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that.
Yeah, you gotta manage these body parts very, very well at this point in our life because it could affect your future in a good or a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
But again, James, we're at the end of our show. Thank you for being here. Before we let you go, we want you to shout out your social media.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me on.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome. Do you have a black business to shout out?
A black business to shout out?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, Kicks Unlimited. We got an IG page. It's my sneaker business.
Oh, period. Where can they find?
Yes, IG page. We got all different types of sizes. Kicks Unlimited LLC on IG. Go check us out.
What is it everything. Like? Sneaker is like sneaker resale.
Sneakers, foam runners, Yeezys. We got everything.
You got that exclusive. Okay, yeah. Make sure you guys go follow Kicks Unlimited LLC on IG. Are you also on Facebook?
Absolutely.
Facebook.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Peace.
All right, Treese, what's your black business today?
My black business is in Rochester. It's called DIY Selfie, and it's in the Ridgemont Plaza. Is that in Greece?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a black-owned business where you can like have events. You can have like a girls' night there, a birthday party, a baby shower, something like that. It's like decorated really cute. So if you want to support black business and you have a little event going on, check out DIY Selfie in the Ridgemont Plaza in Greece.
Period. Yeah. That may be where our 100th episode live show is going to be.
Yeah, you never know. Heavy on the playlist. I was listening to it earlier. Is that our playlist?
We're going to stay from TV.
It's R for me. I'm sorry. I never stopped listening to him, and yeah, he's been heavy on the playlist recently. You know, it's lit.
It is. All right. So my black business is FBF Fitness. They sell, I have on like the little suit. They sell shapewear and they also sell like loungewear and workout gear. So they have leggings, they have the little panty shapers, all of that good stuff. FBFfitness.com is the website. You can find her on IG, FBF Fitness. Make sure you follow and support. And heavy on my playlist is actually just some bad boy. After today, that's all I've been listening to was Mace and Carl Thomas and, you know, just all the bad boy artists. So shout out to Puff and Bad Boy. I still think he owe Mace some money, but whatever. And make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube page, Girl Talk with the Glow Gang Podcast, which is also our page on TikTok and Instagram. You can find me at the #1 Mia on Instagram and Mia the Stallion on Twitter.
You can find me, Latrice Slade, on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, Glow Gang OG, and Trio585 on Snapchat.
Period. And you can find Shanice at Shanice.L on IG and Shanice Williams or Wright on Facebook.
Shanice Williams on Facebook and Shake It Fast 007 on Snapchat.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope y'all have some good takeaways from this episode. We are not bashing men who don't want to pay child support, but we just want y'all to be smart, have some good dick and pussy management. And on that note, we're out.
Mic check 1.